Okay, so today I am leading a cooking demo for Macy's Heart Healthy Cooking Month.
Now, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you all to Kristin McGee.
My friend Brent, who I've known since my early days of school in Pocatello, Idaho, is now the special events manager at Macy's, and he asked if I would come in and do a heart healthy cooking demo and lead the group in some yoga poses. Yoga is one of the best ways to reduce stress, and we all know that stress leads to high blood pressure, which is the leading cause of heart disease. And you bring that energy into the kitchen with you, and then you're stressed and you're anxious and your body gets tense, and that shows through your food. So what I would love to teach everyone is to be able to go into their kitchen with a very zen-like attitude and feel comfortable in the kitchen and make it a very meditative experience, a very enjoyable experience. Do this. You're going to inhale through the nose, lift the arms up. You're going to interlace the hands. We're all on our BlackBerries and our computers nowadays. So press the heels of the hands to the ceiling. Yes, nice. Stretch to your elbows, stretch to your wrists, but drop to your shoulders. And then on top of it all, my older brother is in town from Idaho, and he always cooks my very favorite meal of all time, is salmon, and it's extremely heart healthy. It's high in omega-3s. Ooh, that looks good. I always order salmon. It's my favorite dish in the world. But this is a dish that takes only 7 minutes. And it is an accompaniment to my favorite quinoa salad that I've been making for years. Quinoa is an amazing grain to cook with. This has the most protein of any grain out there. Also, great thing about quinoa is it's inexpensive and it cooks very quickly. And with quinoa, it's just 1 cup water to a half cup quinoa. You can combine the quinoa and the water together and let them come to a boil. So first thing I do is prep my garlic. But the nice thing about this dish as well is if you do make extra, it tastes delicious the next couple days. You don't want to go crazy with the olive oil, but don't be afraid to use the olive oil. So I'm just going to coat the pan in the olive oil. So I've got the garlic prepped. You just add the garlic. If you notice while you're cooking, you're starting to get a little stressed. As a chef or as a cook, you're kind of rounded over a lot of times. So you take your hands behind your back, you just take a nice big open stretch. I think in the yoga world we talk a lot about community or union, bringing things together, and so that's why I was really excited to have my brother here. So now I'm going to add the corn. So about 3/4 cup of corn. So now I'm just cooking the corn here, and that's maybe 2 to 3 minutes. So I've halved some cherry tomatoes, and I add the cherry tomatoes once I turn off the pan, but the heat of the pan is still going to cook the tomatoes a little bit. So as the quinoa continues to simmer, we'll start the salmon. All we have to do is line a pan with sliced lemons. You can use thyme. You can experiment with your fresh herbs. You can always play around with the herbs that you're going to use. So again, just a little drizzle. So now we'll just stick the salmon in. So we add the quinoa now that it's cooked. So we've got some basil there. Add the fresh basil. Then we're going to add the lemon on top. You hold your lemon underneath when you squeeze it in, and voila, there it is. Okay, so there's the quinoa. Very simple. Salt and pepper. And it's ready to go. Ooh, yay! Okay, so everyone's gonna get to try some now. I'm gonna let you cut up the salmon. Okay, so everyone stand up for a second. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the nose. Now you just combine the movement with the breath. Imagine there's a little altar on your palms, and bring whatever you want to in your life into yourself, and then exhale, offer it back up. Drop the tops of the shoulders, stretch from elbow to wrist. Beautiful. Inhale, bend the elbows. Exhale, press through the heels of the hands. One more time. Inhale, bend the elbows. Exhale, press through the heels of the hands. Now ground your legs, ground your lower abdominals. Reach out over to your right. Stretch your elbows. Again, drop your shoulders and your waist. Simple little things you can do throughout your day to incorporate the stretching, the flexibility into your life without feeling like you have to take a full-on yoga class.
I want to thank you all, and on behalf of Special Events, we want to thank Kristin McGee and Craig McGee for being here today, for teaching us these heart-healthy recipes. One more time, KristinMcGee.com. I'd like to thank Kristin for being here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you all so much for coming. I think that also leads to having a healthy heart by being very flexible in their life and their thinking. When you're with people you love, then you are happier, and happier people have healthy hearts.